Snyder ready to boot it now with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Not much wind to speak of. In fact, you look right now and almost limp when you look at the flag. And there's the kick, and it's a line drive affair. Short kick. The return will start from the 23, fumbled up to the 30-yard line, up across the 35, out to the 37-yard line on the return. It is Mitch Kramer. Kramer with the return, and that is where the drive will start for Marion Local here in this contest as they get the ball to start this game some 7 seconds in. Again, their quarterback is Adam Bertkey. He's 6'4", 180, and just a sophomore. We mentioned his passing numbers, 117 of 203 for nearly 2,000 yards on the campaign. Jake Heitkamp is his featured back. The fullback is Logan Elbers, who rarely touches the ball at all. We'll tell you why in just a moment. 1st and 10, mark it officially at the 38-yard line. 2 wide to the bottom of the set. Toss sweep to Heitkamp near side, trying to turn the corner. And there's a flag on the play, and he gets up across the 40 to the 42-yard line. And just like that, we're going to have our first penalty in this contest. David Nash is your referee out of Urbana. And he opens his mic after he talks to his umpire. Richard Fox from Dayton says the following.
Block in the back. Off.
The rest of the crew, by the way, the linesman is Scott Mullins out of Ada. The line judge is Jeffrey Davis from Poland, and the back judge is John Sagers out of Cincinnati. So, AJ, a penalty on the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, something we didn't see much of yesterday afternoon, starting off with a penalty. Not a great start for Marion Local, but they've got the speed. As you can see, they're trying to hit the corner there on the sweep. Let's see if we don't see that again.
Dylan Toby wide to the bottom, 1 wide out to the top of the set. Backs from an eye here on this 1st down and 20 play from the 28-yard line. Berkey straight back to throw, looks on the out pattern, and the pass is complete. What a catch by Perrin. Perrin reached out almost with one hand and cradled that, brought it in, and made the catch for the 1st down.
Wow, what a play by Lee Perrin. Number 9 leaping up in the air, one-handed grab. Forget about that penalty yardage. They just picked up the 1st down in one play.
So a nice gain on the play as they will pick up about 25 on the play. 1st and 10 all the way down to the 47-yard line in Buckeye Central territory. This time they'll go with 2 wide to the bottom of the set. Again, the backs from an eye with Albers and Heitkamp behind Adam Bertkey. Bertkey, great frame at 6'4", 180, but a sophomore, so you know he's still going to grow. Toss sweep. It goes to Heitkamp, who actually cuts it inside all the way down to the 40-yard line near the 39. That's something we see more and more of. It looks like a jet sweep, but then they break it inside. In Central Ohio, I saw Bishop Hartley do that. Saw a number of teams in Northeast Ohio do that play too, where it looks like it's going to set up for a jet sweep to the outside. Instead, they take it inside.
Yeah, it's a well-designed play. You got your interior linemen. They pull, but they also go straight up the field. They don't sweep around and try and get the ball out around the corner. It's a great play design, and it's effective.
Toby to the top as a wide out. Handoff is going to go to Heitkamp, and he got undercut right at the 40-yard line. Falls forward, but a great defensive play by the Bucks as the hit was made on the play by Bryce Christie, who came up to make the tackle.
Yeah, shooting the gap there, taking the legs out from underneath Heitkamp. It's a great defensive play. 3rd and short here.
Christie, a guy that does his pregame homework. He's a 5'9" junior. It's 3rd down and 1 from just inside the 38 of Buckeye Central. 10:28 left to go. First quarter. Glad to have you aboard here on the OHSAA radio network. Backs from an eye, wing to the bottom and set tight into the top. Handoff's going to go to Heitkamp. Looks for the seam and didn't need much and didn't get much, but I think he got enough for the 1st down as he falls forward to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, strong runner in Jake Heitkamp. All he needs is a sliver of opening to get that couple yards that he needed, and he sure did.
Michael Adkins, the inside linebacker, 30 solos, 34 assists, 5 tackles for a loss. He's also caused a fumble and has 2 interceptions. Makes the hit, but the gain is to the 36 from the far hash, going from right to left now for Marion Local. 1st and 10 with 10:05 left to go in the quarter. 2 wide to the bottom. Again, the backs from an eye. Bertkey rolls to his left, guns the out pattern. The pass is complete to Toby, and Dylan got hit at the 25 but doesn't go down. Bounces off the first guy and goes out of bounds near the 22, maybe the 21-yard line.
Wow, you can see the size and strength of Dylan Toby there. Took on 2 defenders, stays on his feet, and picks up an extra couple yards. That's a great play, picking up the 1st down.
47 catches, 761 yards, a 16.2-yard average, and 7 scores for Dylan Toby on the campaign. So mark it down officially to the 21-yard line after that 14-yard gain. 9:55 left to go in the first quarter. Flyers and Bucks. 2 wide at the top now, and Perrin and Toby. Tied into the bottom of the set. Again, the backs from an eye. Play action. Bertkey keeps it on his hip. Now looks on the slant. Has his man. Toby's got it inside the 10. Churns down to around the 8 and then is bent back when he gets inside the 7-yard line. But we'll have enough for another 1st down. 1st and goal now for Marion Local.
Back-to-back plays to Dylan Toby, 6'3", 160-pound senior, making himself open. And already early, Randy, you can see that team speed for Marion Local is it's hard to defend.
Another 14-yard gain. And again, you like that size. You got a 6'4" quarterback, a 6'3" wideout. You can see over the top very well.
Oh, yeah.
Toss sweep, near side. Heitkamp to the 5. Can he break the plane? He's near the goal line. He's in for a touchdown. Heitkamp gets the score 2.5 minutes in for Jake. That is his 29th touchdown on the ground this season. And the 5'7", 180-pound senior makes it 6-0 in favor of Marion Local.
Wow, nice patient run by Jake Heitkamp. He didn't try to force anything. Let his blockers get out in front of him. Great running play, and that's the kind of start Tim Goodwin, the head coach for Marion Local, was looking for.
Lee Piran on to attempt his 48th converted extra point on the campaign. I asked Coach Goodwin about field goals, and he said, what field goals? We don't kick field goals. A chance now to make it 7-0. Snap is good. There's the kick. It is up, and it is good. 7-0. Flyers up early in this one as Marion Local looks for their 5th state championship. And we'll take a break. We'll pause for these messages from the Ohio High School Athletic Association. You're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
There's nothing like a crowd screaming and the band playing, an entire community showing its support. Hi, I'm Chris Spielman. I had a lot of thrills playing football in college and in the pros. But there was just as much excitement playing in high school. Sometimes there are heroes and sometimes there's heartache, but high school football creates memories that will last a lifetime. So please show your support for high school sports, where the lessons learned help build the leaders of tomorrow.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
You're listening to the State Football Championships on the Ohio High School Athletic Association Radio Network.
Today's game is brought to you by Chocolate Milk. Refuel with chocolate milk. Farmers Insurance, because ready feels good. East Bay, the athletic sports source. Sports Time Ohio, fans for life. Marathon Oil, fueling the American spirit. Time Warner Cable, the power of you. And by Taco Bell, think outside the bun. And that's where AJ Trapasso hangs out all the time. What do you get?
The Volcano Taco.
Okay.
I'm a big fan.
Really? And when was the last time you had one? Yesterday with your chocolate milk?
2 nights ago with my chocolate milk.
Outstanding.
Yeah, it was good.
Hey, that drive, AJ, was 7 plays, 62 yards, took 2:23 off the clock, an 8-yard touchdown scamper by Heitkamp after the extra point, 7-0. Were you impressed by that early drive?
Yeah, they're very efficient. Adam Berkey, 3 for 3 on that drive. 2 of those to Dylan Toby. It's a fast start. I mean, it's exactly what Coach Tim Goodwin was looking for.
And Heitkamp 5 carries for 19 yards. And we'll see what the offense shortly can do for Buckeye Central. We talked about the size that they offer, and across that offensive line for the Bucks, Justin Miller is the left tackle. He goes 225. Jacob Zeider, 6'3", 215. Chase Finney, 6'1", 205. Jordan Wright, 6'1", 245. And Bryce Collins, 6'1", and 285. Wide receiver, Justin Hernstein. And the tight end, Thomas Capel. Another wideout, Adam Painter. There's the kickoff, and the return will start from the 13-yard line, up across the 15 to the 20 to the 25, across the 30 out to the 33-yard line. On the return, it is Adam Painter. In the offensive backfield, it is Tyler Irwin. Fullback is Michael Adkins, and the running backs alternate between Alex Bulldozer, and Alec will alternate with Chad Trapp. And the head coach, Jason Ratliff, is the offensive coordinator. So a return out to the 34-yard line. Good field position for the Bucks to start their first drive with 9:23 left in the first quarter. And Marion Local on top of Buckeye Central, 7-0. Backs are split on this first down play. Tight end to the top one, wide out to the top of the set as well, too. Handoff goes to the second man through and out to the 35-yard line, and that's about it for Michael Atkins as he stood up by that defense. It's a 34 set with Jack Homan up front along with Robbie Fleck and Nate Wendell. The linebackers are Alaric Keller along with Justin Ridgeling, Kyle Mesher, and J.C. Guttermiller, the freshman. Cornerbacks are Lee Piran and Alex Rosenbeck. The safeties, Mitch Kramer and Trevor Holman. Short gain on the play out to the 35-yard line. Generously, we'll call that a gain of 1. Second down and 9 from there. Misdirection. Rolling out is Irwin. Looking, has some time, guns, passes complete out to the 45 to the 47-yard line. It goes to his fullback, Michael Atkins, who's got enough to move the chains.
This is another game we're seeing with soft hands by the fullback, number 44, Michael Atkins, with a great catch, picking up 12 yards there on that play for the first down.
Who was that? Was that Mr. McQuarrie last night that we saw the fullback with the soft hands for Shawnee? Huh?
Oh, yeah, number 6 for Shawnee. Great hands, and so far early here, old big boy fullback Michael Adkins showing the same.
Spoken like a true running back. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. 8:41 left to go. Backs are split. Wide out to the bottom of the set as well, too. Atkins has got it. Atkins has got very little. He is gang team tackled right at the 47-yard line. He gets to the line of scrimmage and not much more as they were waiting for him. Alaric Keller came up from his linebacking slot to help make the hit on the play, also helping to make the hit, number 55, Nate Wendell. So right there, it's going to be at the 48 again as they go from left to right, so no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from there. This is a team offensively with good numbers, AJ. They average 6.5 yards every time they have the football on every single play. So 2nd down and 10. Play action. Pressure on backside. Irwin doesn't see it. The ball's jarred loose. It's scooped up on the recovery. And taking it back the other way is Keller. And he's going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Campbell takes it in for the score with 7:51 left to go. And the return of 40 yards by Alaric Keller makes it now a 13-0 contest.
Wow, what a play. Heavy backside rush. The quarterback, Tyler Irwin, didn't even feel it at all. They stripped the ball out. A very fortunate bounce for Alaric Keller. Takes it in for the touchdown.
Great pressure. You mentioned backside. He did not see it coming as he was brought down on the play, and a kind hop, and Keller scoops it up, and Alaric takes it the 40 yards for the score. And what an early statement by Marion Local on offense and on defense. And now up by a count of 13-0 in this one.
That hit may have been on with the freshman, J.C. Gutmiller.
There's the extra point by Perrin. It is up and just enough juice on it to get through, and it's 14-0 in favor of Marion Local in this D6 state championship game. Let's pause now for these messages from the Ohio High School Athletic Association. You're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
You're listening to the State Football Championships on the Ohio High School Athletic Association Radio Network.
Early on, Marion Local on top of Buckeye Central, 14-0 in this D6 state championship game from Fawcett Stadium in Canton. The OHSAA Radio Network would like to welcome those listening around the state and around the world on our great affiliates. Great affiliates like Lima WCIT 940 AM, Lima WWSR 93.1 FM The Fan, Painesville's WABQ 1460 AM, Ontario WRGM 1440 AM, Lima's WIMA 1150 AM, Willoughby's WELW 1330 AM, Marietta's WMOA 1490 on the AM side. On the FM side at 100.9, it's WJAW in McConnellsville, Findlay's WFIN 1330 AM, and our online affiliates that include JJHuddle.com, WSWO DaytonOldies.com, Chillicothe WBEX 1490 AM, and Chili's WKKJ 94.3 FM, 105.5 FM is the place to be in Washington Courthouse, then NorthCoastPigskin.com and RadioNorthCoast.com. And AJ, indeed, you were correct. That was the freshman making the big hit on the play, J.C. Guttermiller, to come up with that turnover, and Keller takes it 40 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, J.C. coming up with the big play. That's got to make his older brother, big brother, number 14, Kellen Guttermiller, proud to see his baby brother out there making some big plays in the state championship game.
It puts pressure on big brother, too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Hey, I did my part. Now it's your turn, big boy.
14-0 in favor of Marion Local. There's the kick. It is high, it is deep, and it's going to be snared at the 3-yard line. Hernstein across the 10, near side 15, 20, spins, and then it's going to be driven back at around the 22-yard line as a scrum breaks out, and eventually they pull the football out as the hit is made by Marion Local by number 75, Grant Garman. So right now, if you're Buckeye Central, I think you're a little shell-shocked, but I'm sure that you'll see the composure come out of this great offensive squad. And if you're Jason Ratliff, what do you try to establish with your offense here?
Well, you just tell them, hey, you know what? This is a good team. They're perennials. Let's forget about that. Let's run our plays. And certainly you got to protect the backside of the quarterback for Tyler Irwin.
Thomas Capel, the tight end, goes wide now to the bottom. 3 wide of the top, 1 back of the backfield. And the handoff goes to Atkins. Big opening across the 30 to the 35-yard line, up to the 36 before he's brought down on the play. But that's enough for the first down as the hit is made by the Flyers, number 21, Mitch Kramer. But that will advance the Sticks with 7:37 left to go after that gain of 14 yards.
Yeah, Michael Atkins showing his size there. He's breaking free by spreading out the defense like that. The offense spread out Thomas Capel out there. It spreads the defense out, allows them to have some more gaps running up the middle.
As a running back, did you love that?
Oh, I loved it. We ran spread offense my senior year at single back, so it was awesome.
Same set this time on a 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Quick pop, the pass incomplete off the hands of number 42. That is Thomas Capel, the tight end who could not come up with the football.
It was a pretty good throw there from Tyler Irwin. It was right on the hands of Capel, just could not come up with it. But I like the spread look that Buckeye Central is throwing right now.
And Capel's a guy that's been very involved in the offense, not just as a blocking tight end, but 20 catches, 473 yards, 23.7-yard average, 3 touchdowns, and a long of 63 on the campaign. So now it is 2nd down and 10. You know, AJ, it seems like we played a lifetime. There's still 7:14 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's amazing. This game's going quick, and Buckeye Central's got to make sure it doesn't get out of hand.
Painter on an island to the top, play action this time by Irwin. Irwin's going to roll. He's going to look, try to buy some time, and then just kind of lob it out of bounds into his bench. Irwin was looking for anything he could find, but he saw nothing, and that's the composure of a 6'4", 200-pound senior that's been there as a 2.5-year starter. Saw nothing and just tossed it out of bounds.
Yeah, the player of the year for the North Central Conference. Smart play there. Let's not compound the problems right now. Let's just throw it out of bounds, live to see another play. And if you have to, if you can't come up with the first down now, just punt it away and fight it out on defense. Alex
Baldozer checks in now with the play from Jason Ratliff, the head coach. Again, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom on a 3rd down and 10 from the 36, 7:07 left to go in the quarter. Irwin rolling to his left, pressure's on, and he's going to be wrapped up back around the 26-yard line. Jack Holman, the defensive end, who had 10 sacks coming into this game, just added another to his resume.
If he's not picking him up, if he's not getting that sack, Alaric Keller is going to come in there and get that sack as well. This team's speed for Marion Local is just too much right now for Buckeye Central.
Loss of 8 on the play, so it's a punting scenario now for Dustin Snyder and company. He averages 33 yards per punt, a long of 52. He retreats back to his own 14-yard line. Twin safeties back deep now for Buckeye Local. We talked about the speed of Buckeye Local, and AJ, they have been very potent, but the big play has also been there for the Flyers in this contest. There's the snap and a line drive kick that will hit at the 50, bounce across the 40, matriculate all the way down to around the 30-yard line, and then check out of bounds right around the 29 with 6:16 left to go here in the quarter. And Marion Local up 14-0 over Buckeye Central in this contest. Fans, you can watch select OHSAA games again with Time Warner Cable Local on Demand. Local on Demand is free with Time Warner Digital Cable. Time Warner Cable, AJ, is the power of not me, but you. It's the power of you.
That's right.
And I do that all season. I watch those games on there. Where I live, it's 411, Channel 411, and get to watch the best high school in the state of Ohio. And I've been blessed to cover games throughout the state. Marion Local not going to be conservative, up 14-0. They have the ball. They run a reverse and a pass off the reverse downfield, and the pass, was it caught or trapped? They're going to say that Toby caught the pass on the reverse as Adam Berkey came back as a wideout then to throw the ball.
I'm not so sure about this one, Randy. It looked to me like that may have hit the turf. A play at 24 yards if it counts.
With 6:12 left to go here in the first quarter, as they run a little reverse, and on the pass play, Toby trying to get his hands under it. And I'll tell you what, that was a great call, because we talk about cradling the football and getting your palms underneath. Did a great job of doing that. And with that completion, they have a 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. They have a better view than we have. Play action. Berkey gunning downfield, looking long. He's got a man and lost the handle at the 18-yard line. Lee Piran had it. What a gorgeous pass downfield by Adam Berkey. I can tell you that kid is not a sophomore the way he throws that football.
That was a senior-looking throw right there. Right on the money to Lee Piran, and if he catches that, he's going in for 6 for sure.
Plenty of protection for Bertkey as he went back to pass too, and then looked to the far side of the field, and they had beaten the defender on that far side, and that was Adam Painter, but the pass not able to be corralled by the wideout and Piran. So it'll be second down. Heitkamp on the delay. Wow, he got whammed right at the 48-yard line. Meet big number 55, Bryce Collins, and that's why he's first-team All-State.
He's got a 105-pound advantage over Jake Heitkamp there, and he showed it, laying a lick on him, picking up no yards on that
Give me
play.
that technical call I just heard that I've never heard before.
The woo-hoo-hoo?
Yeah, that was good. Do that one more time. I like that.
I'm going to save it for a little bit later today.
He's a tease, I told you. Piran goes to the top of the set now, along with Kellen Guttemiller. So 2 to the top, also 2 to the bottom as Toby is down there. Now in motion to the top is Trevor Holman. So 3 to the top. Bertkey straight back to throw. Flag down. Bertkey looks for a seam and falls down at midfield. He's tackled right there as they fall on top of him, but we'll see what the flag is now with 5:11 left to go. And our referee is going to open up his microphone, and Mr. Nash tells us the following information about that penalty.
We have a negotiation. The offense is going to be declined. Be
So we had 2 men in motion at the same time on the offense. So with that, the penalty is declined, and a good stand that time for Buckeye Central as they force the punt. Always count. Did you do that as a punter too? Count the number of bodies out there?
That's one of your responsibilities.
Mitch Kramer standing back at his own 36-yard line to punt it. Gets the snap, gets it off from the 40. Stein will start the return from the 11. Gives ground to the 10-yard line, is brought down at the 9. And guess who? It is the freshman again making the hit, J.C. Guttemiller.
JC's all over the field right now, showing up big brother Kellen right now.
We may need a birth certificate to prove that this kid is actually a freshman. I'm not sure he actually is.
He's playing a lot older than he is. He's out there making plays. He's excited. He's in the state championship game. Can't ask for anything better.
I can't imagine much of these guys got any sleep the night before a game like this, AJ.
It is tough. You know, big games in front of you. You know what's on the line. You get nervous.
Backs are split, 1st and 10 from the 10. Atkins gets the handoff and pulls his way out to around the 12-yard line.
You know, I'd like that. I like if we can get a steady dose of Adkins today. Central's going to be able to control the ball, keep the possession away from Marion Local and their speedy players. You know, just try and control this game, slow it down, pick up your 4 or 5 yards at a time.
I want to remind folks that you can join us on Twitter if you'd like to. Trapasso 15. That's Trapasso. Trapasso 15. Let us know where you're listening to the game. And also, if you want to go to a different Twitter location, at OHSAA Sports. But send us a little note on Twitter. I'd like to know where you're listening to the game at. 4:12 left to go. And fading back to throws Irwin. The pass is deflected at the line of scrimmage. Falls harmlessly incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
Getting a paw on that was Alec Keller.
Now he's done it all so far. Deflects the pass. Also has a fumble return of 40 yards for a touchdown in this contest. And now it's going to set up Buckeye Central with a 3rd down and 7 from the 13-yard line with 4:08 left to go. And checking in with the play is Chad Trapp, who's a running back. Let's see if they keep him as a back or if they put him out wide. They might try to spread out that defense. And indeed, he will join another receiver to the top of the set. That's Stein. One to the bottom. Rolling as Irwin, pressures on, and he slips down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Boy, we talked about the speed of Marion Local, and that has been a huge factor early in this contest.
If I had to guess, I'd say 3/4 of the time Marion Local is bringing some sort of blitz or some free runner just to put some pressure on Tyler Irwin. And right now, it's very effective.
Well, you look at it, and there's a loss of 8 on the play. All 4 linebackers are new starters this year, but the secondary, all returning starters. So while Marion Local is down a little bit from a linebacking standpoint, the play has been outstanding, but they had great experience coming back with the DBs. Punting situation, and Dustin Snyder is standing back near the end line of the end zone. Gets a snap and gets it off to the left-hand side, and it's going to hit at around the 34-yard line and trickle out of bounds. Lee Piran went that way to try to get a handle on it, but it just took a bounce to the left and went out along the far side of the field. So Marion Local up by 14 will have a short field to deal with 3:20 left to go in the first quarter.
If Marion Local is able to go down and quickly put another, touchdown on the board here before the first quarter is even over, it's really going to put this game in a little bit out of reach for Buckeye Central.
Well, again, we saw what patience can do. Yesterday, Shawnee was down to Cardinal Mooney 21-7, but they fought their way back, got back to 21-14, and had a chance to tie the game late, but on a fourth down pass play in the end zone, the pass was knocked away. 1st and 10, marked at the 35-yard line, backs from Nye, on the delay, goes to Heitkamp off the left side, inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line before he's brought down on the play. So a nice gain of about 7 or so before the hit is made.
Just looking out there, Jake Heitkamp is not a very big guy out there, but he runs it well. He laid the boom at the end of that run.
And statistically, we're seeing some decent numbers, but not huge numbers for Marion local. But Buckeye Central has struggled offensively. They've got a total offense of 4 yards. The next play that Marion local runs will take them over 100 total yards here in the first quarter. Backs from an eye again. Berkey back to throw, has got plenty of time, guns it on the out, goes to Piran, makes the catch at the 12-yard line, falls forward before the hit is made, and that's enough for the first down. And a 1st and goal scenario. Nope, a 1st and 10, excuse me. They're going to mark him down at the 11 after that gain of 16 yards.
You know, the last series they ran, Lee Piran got caught taking a peek at the safety as he was coming over, dropped the ball on that play, kept his eyes on the ball, watched it all the way in, picking up the first down.
Now they're going to mark it back at the 12, so 1st and 10 from the 12. The backs from an eye, 2 wide to the bottom. Tight end to the top of the set. Is it Heitkamp time again? Nope. Bertkey's going to look on the quick slant and had Piran, but the pass in and out of his hands at the 2-yard line.
That was a pretty sharp throw there from Adam Bertkey. It was on the money, but a lot of steam behind it.
Adam Painter on the coverage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Mark it back at the 12. 2:18 left to go. All Marion local early in this D6 state championship game as they lead Buckeye Central 14-0. I'm Randy Rhinehart alongside A.J. Trapasso. Statistician today is the infamous Caleb Norick. Our director is Aaron Rhinehart. Our engineer is Joe Turnovan. And our executive producer is Tim Street. 1 wide to either side. Tight end to the bottom. Backs from an eye. This time Heitkamp gets the carry, and he's brought down back at the 13-yard line. Great penetration that time by Bryce Collins again. That's the 2nd time he's made a hit for negative yardage.
Yeah, if Bryce can keep getting his nose in there and beating those blocks and disrupting this running game for Marion local, they're going to have some success on defense, but they can beat you in so many different ways, and they're showing that early here today.
So 3rd down and 11. Big stand here for Buckeye Central, already down by 2 touchdowns. And the other stat we should mention too again is no field goals for Marion local, so you have to assume this is 4-down territory.
That's right.
See if you can pick up at least half the yardage here on a 3rd and 11. Berkey back, looks on the slant, and the pass batted down at the line of scrimmage and falls harmlessly incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Guess who again on that? Big Bryce Collins sticking his big mid up there, knocking the pass down. He's been a force on that defensive line so far.
And again today, as we've seen in the past, he draws double teams almost every week. Had a big sack last week late against Western Reserve, and now it's going to set up a 4th down and 11 situation as Piran checks in with a play. He'll go wide to the top of the set. 2 to the bottom. Toby is the widest to that side. Trevor Holman also a wide out. This time they go from a gun with Heitkamp in the backfield next to Berkey, who looks on the out pattern. Pass is complete inside the 5. Do they break the plane and get into the end zone? Yes, they call it touchdown along the far side. Kellen Guttermiller made the catch and tried to extend and get to the pylon, and they give him the touchdown.
Wow. What a play by Kellen Guttermiller. He's trying to live up to his younger brother's playing out here. What a play. Tiptoeing the sideline and knocking the pylon down.
All right, bro, we're even right now then, huh?
I think they're going to call it square, although JC's had his name called a few more times today.
20-0 now. Early on, Flyers still 90 seconds left to go first quarter. Extra point time now for Lee Piran. Snap is low, the kick is up, and the kick is good. He gets enough on it to get it through. And with that, now it's 21-0 in this contest as Kellen Guttermiller makes catch number 16 for touchdown number 3 on the season for the 6'2", 205-pound senior. And now it is a 3-touchdown game. AJ, this is one of your favorites. Listen up, because this is something you do all the time. You can fuel up with chocolate milk. It's a delicious way to put something good in your body. It's nutrient rich. It's got chocolate milk packed with carbs for energy, protein for muscle growth, electrolytes to rehydrate, and vitamins and minerals to build strong bones. And enjoying low-fat chocolate milk is an easy way to help you get the 3 servings of dairy you need every day. Find us on Facebook at Fuel Up with chocolate milk. Any chance that after the championships are over, you will treat me to a chocolate milk?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
Delicious and nutritious.
And talk about treats. It was for Mr. Guttermiller as Kellen takes it in for the score. 6 plays, 35 yards, 150 off the clock to make it 21-0. He's a tight end, and his first name is Kellen. Coincidence? You make the call.
There's a lot of them out there.
Mike Pagel's son, I believe, is named Kellen as well, too. Here's the kick. And the return will start from the 5. Bernstein's got it. Up the middle he goes. 15, 20, 25-yard line up to around the 29 before he spun down on the play. Tag team by a couple of guys, and leading the hit parade there was Trevor Homan. Now you get the ball back, AJ, and you're Buckeye Central. You're down 21-0. Does that change anything?
I mean, it shouldn't. You shouldn't be pressing this early in the game. You just run your offense. Let's try and get something going. They've got to develop a rhythm. They've got to get something together on offense and find what's working against the insane speed of this Marion local team.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Backs are split for Tyler Irwin, who needs some time so he can get a pass off, but this time they're going to go with a toss sweep across the 30-yard line. Looks like Painter on the carry, and he's going to be bent back right at the 33. So Lee Perrin comes up to make the hit, but a gain of about 4 on the play with 1:10 left to go, and Buckeye Central trailing Marion local 21-0 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they just need to keep chipping away. You know, that was a different play. We hadn't seen that yet. They sent Michael Adkins in motion to get around the corner and try and help seal the end there. You know, just let's try some different things. Let's see what works. You know, allow your quarterback to stand back there and survey the field, and hopefully your line can pick up some of these speed rushers and give them some time to throw the ball.
Atkins and Baldo's are now in the backfield. Backs are split. Handoff's going to go to Painter, who comes back around from a wing, and he gets it up across the 40 to the 48-yard line. That's the kind of play they needed, and he's got a first down. That'll move the Sticks with 35 ticks left to go in quarter number 1 after that gain of 14 yards.
That's the same kind of misdirection play they ran earlier in the first quarter. They ran it to a different player. They ran it to Adam Painter. It was effective. So maybe that's where they need to stay. Let's live in that area for a little bit.
Buckeye Central now in positive yardage, over 100 yards offense for Marion local already in this quarter with 23 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 from their own 48. Backs are split. Irwin goes back, quick slant, pass is complete across midfield down to the 48-yard line. On the catch, it's the tight end Thomas Capel.
They're not having trouble moving the ball, especially on this series. You can see they're picking them apart 4 or 5 yards at a time. Explosive counter play, picking up the first down. And that'll be the it for the first quarter, but a lot to think about.
And that's what they have to do. They have to get the protection for Irwin. If you can get the protection, the All-Stater can make things happen. After one quarter of the D6 State Championship game, Marion local on top 21-0 over Buckeye Central. Let's pause now for these messages from your local station. You're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association is committed to developing well-rounded student athletes.
To support our continued education, the OHSAA and its foundation award more than 50 scholarships annually, totaling over $50,000 to graduating student athletes.
In addition, the OHSAA Foundation hosts leadership conferences around the state, where student athletes participate in sessions on group dynamics, role modeling, positive sporting conduct, and much more.
So don't sit on the sideline. Get involved.
My name is Manny Morales. I'm 45 and I coach youth football. It's still hard to believe because the high school me
was a work in progress, but big brothers, big sisters give me a real role model, and the young me
needed a role model bad. My big brother's name is Ray, and Ray is the reason that this 7-year-old grows up to be a role model himself.
Whether you donate money or time, you're helping Big Brothers Big Sisters help a child. Start something today at BigBrothersBigSisters.org. Brought to you by Big Brothers Big Sisters and the Ad Council.